Corey, how you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing good, thanks, Scott.
Very good. This is Scott Mallory. I'm the head golf professional here at Journey at Pechanga, and we want to welcome Corey to Journey and Pechanga. It's great having you here. U.S. Ryder Cup captain, and with the team in mind, and realizing, looking at Tiger and his struggles, and what kind of impact do you think he's going to have?
Well, I think Tiger's playing better. He finished fourth at the Masters, and I don't think he actually played all that great there. And the U.S. Open, he played a lot better. You could see a lot more control with his swing, and it looked to me that he was swinging the club a lot better. So I'm pretty convinced that he's going to make it on points. I'm certainly hoping he does. I want to have the #1 player in the world on the team, and Phil's been having a great year. He's playing very well. He had a chance to win the U.S. Open as well as having won the Masters, and I expect both those guys to play well. And at the Ryder Cup, I'm certainly hoping that Tiger makes the team, definitely. And there's other guys. Jim Furyk's playing very well. He's won a couple times this year, and he's been a stalwart on the team. He's the veteran that I'd like to have on the team. He can play with another veteran. He can play with a young guy. All these guys can do that. Both Phil and Tiger, and maybe even a Stewart Cink if he can play better and get on the team. All these guys are very flexible with pairings, and that's what I'm hoping for, is a lot of flexibility with pairings.
Certainly we got kind of a good idea of what the 8 individuals are going to be. Are you looking at, are there 4 that are in mind that you might be seriously looking at for your captain's picks?
Well, it's hard to say right now. The 8 players that make it are going to help dictate who the 4 are going to be for me. There's certain players. There's some young players that have played very well. Ricky Fowler has played very well this year, and I'm certainly going to look at him, but he may qualify on points as well. But there's a slew of guys. There's probably 12, 15, 20 guys that I'll be looking at as possible picks for those 4, and it's just very important to look at the 8 that are going to qualify, and then take the next 4 that will complement those 8, so that I can make some good pairings and get those guys out there and work well together.
Talking about the golf course itself, Celtic Manor, have you ever been there?
Yeah, I've been there a couple times. I played in the Wales Open last year, which is a regular European Tour event, and that helps the Europeans because they get to see it a little bit more. They get to see it under competition. But it's a good golf course. It's a Parklands course, as they would call it over there. It's a pretty straightforward golf course. There's not much trickery to it. It's just a matter of hitting the ball pretty straight. It's important to hit the ball in the fairway there. There's going to be some long rough, but the course is right there in front of you. I think 3 practice rounds for us is going to be plenty. The guys will know the golf course. There's some beautiful finishing holes. The 15th hole there is a reachable par 4 with trouble all over the place. So it'll be a great match play hole. And then 18 finishing up is a reachable par 5 with water short of the green. Your typical risk-reward par 5, which as the matches get there, it's going to be pretty exciting to watch these guys play those holes. With
regards to the noise and the crowds and the roars that they're getting, by all means, you're going to probably expect that over in Europe.
The goal out there is to keep the crowd quiet. We don't want them to get all excited and to get going, and the only way for us to do that is to play well and to win holes and keep them quiet. That's the best way to deal with that.
What do you think of Journey? I know that you've been on the golf course a few times.
Well, I think the first thing that I think about when I have played Journey or have been out here is just the natural beauty of the golf course. It's a golf course that there's very little earth moved out here, and that's my favorite kind of golf course. A golf course that just winds, and you can see the natural terrain of the land. It's a place that I really like. I like coming out here. It was fun playing the golf course. I can make some birdies, but you can make a quick double out here real easily too. So it's a very challenging golf course, yet fun at the same time.
And on behalf of Journey and Pechanga, it's been a pleasure having you out.
Thank you, Scott. It's always fun to be here.